Hello students, today we will study the Browning version by Terence Rattigan. It's part 2. See, this is an excerpt from Terence Rattigan's play The Browning version, and the scene is set in a good school. Now let us see what happens in this module. Tableau waiting for his teacher. So, in this module we find Tableau is waiting for his teacher. Tableau, who is a student of 16 years, and this is the last day at school. See, Tableau is a boy of 16, has come to do some extra work for his master, Mr. Crocker Harris, and he is given some extra work. Actually, this is the last day of the school when he will be getting his removed, and because he has missed his classes, so many classes earlier, that is why as a punishment he was given some extra work by Mr. Crocker Harris and called by Mr. Crocker, and that is why he was being called by Mr. Crocker Harris, his teacher. But what happens? Mr. Crocker Harris didn't arrive. Mr. Crocker Harris has given the time of 6:30 to arrive over there, but it is already 6:30 and Crocker Harris has not come. So Tableau is still waiting for him because he is too much afraid of him. He cannot run from there because he is afraid of getting more punishment if in between Mr. Crocker Harris comes over there. Next we see Mr. Frank arrives. Mr. Frank, who is a teacher and a boy of when he finds Tableau, a boy of 16, has come to do extra work for his master, Mr. Crocker Harris, who has still not arrived, then the Frank, younger in years than Mr. Crocker Harris, he incidentally, it is the last day of the term and sees Mr. Frank and sees Tableau. He tells him about the rule when he comes to know by Tableau why he is being called there. And Tableau, who's a student in lower 5th form, he does not know whether he will get his division all right or not. He also tells Mr. Frank that Mr. Crocker Harris does not tell the results like the other masters. Frank informs Tableau that there is a rule that form results should only be announced by the headmaster on the last day of his term. And Tableau says that no one except Mr. Crocker Harris pays attention to it. So, he says that Mr. Crocker Harris is very typical in his attitude, and like the other masters, he will never tell whether any student will get a remove or not before the commencement of the day of the results. And Mr. Frank tries to instigate Tableau because he is jealous of the fact that the other students respect Mr. Crocker Harris a lot, even when they know that Mr. Crocker Harris is a very strict teacher. So we will continue it in the next video. Thank you and have a nice day.